All right, here with Mr. Jeff Mayweather. Jeff, we talked about a couple days ago. I know since you have a personal history with Oscar, wanted to get your thoughts on his commentary. I know a few people liked it. A lot of people were confused. Some people hated it. What do you think of the commentary from Oscar at the Jake Paul Ben Askren fight?
I don't know. I mean, it seemed like he was confused more than anything. I mean, he was just throwing out random statements about
baby.
Yeah, he said baby. He said baby about 100 times. But I mean, still. But he was just throwing out random statements about Steve Cunningham, about everything. And it was almost like either he was intoxicated a little bit, maybe had a buzz or something, or something else. I don't know, but it just didn't seem like Oscar, and I mean, I think it was a bad look for him. Even though, I mean, it was great for him to be on the platform, I thought, because he deserved to be up there. And actually, he's going to be fighting soon. I don't know who, but I mean, he's going to be a part of that. So that part was good, but I mean, his commentary, they did not need him at all.
He has since apologized, and he claimed he just had a couple drinks, and that's what led to it. I know you're huge into pot. You can speak onto that, but maybe not the other stuff, right? Did you think it was just a couple drinks? Actually, all joking aside, Jeff, you're pretty much what do you call it? A straight edge guy, right? You don't drink, smoke, drugs, nothing. But are you buying just a couple drinks?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just think that's just the thing to say to make people feel that I wasn't intoxicated. I wasn't on coke or whatever, because he has that history too. So, so I mean, of course, that's what you're supposed to say. You're supposed to say that. Well, I had a couple drinks. Okay, now that's all forgiven. But I mean, but still, I mean, he didn't do nothing but embarrass himself. He didn't. It's not like he did nothing, to anyone, but just embarrassed himself.
Given that he's still obviously has his demons that he's battling, do you think that he needs to return to the ring? I think you said June or July, whatever it is, but do you think he's in any condition to be returning to the ring? I mean, I know he's put some videos up, look pretty good, but that's, hitting pads or a bag. So what do you think about his coming back, considering, he's still got some issues?
I mean, as long as he's getting in the ring with guys, like a Mike Tyson, the guy. You talking about Mike Tyson, him as a fighter? No. I'm talking about guys his age. If he's fighting with guys his age, that's fine. I still think that's fine. But but I think that if he's talking about actually fighting some legitimate fighters, like what was coming out of his mouth, was still talking about he want to do a rematch with Manny Pacquiao, stuff like that. That just BS to me, because I mean, he can't. I mean, he got slaughtered by Pacquiao, and he's been gone from boxing way too long to jump in the ring with a Pacquiao. Now,
what about you? You're a similar age. You've been inactive. Any chance we see you and Oscar?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't even think people would care about that fight. I mean, because it's not like
Mayweather versus De La Hoya. They'd be all over it.
Yeah, I mean, in that
different Mayweather maybe.
In that sense, but I mean, it would have been different if me and Oscar's fight was, give and take, and I mean, he beat me fairly easy, so it wasn't. There's really no reason for us to fight again, and I don't think people would spend their money. I don't know, but
wait, that's the first time. I've joked about this for years. That's the first time you just didn't flat out say no, not happening. So it sounds like you maybe are. If the opportunity did present itself, you might be changing your tune a little bit.
Well, I mean, no. The thing is, with me, I'm a realist. I'm not. I don't go around just saying shit to be saying it. I mean, basically, I speak the truth, and so, and basically, I mean, me myself. I mean, I haven't did no kind of training at all, or anything. I would need probably at least 4 or 5 months to even get myself in any kind of shape. But even if I got in shape, I'd probably be 130, 135, 140 pounds though.
What about Junior?
What, fighting Oscar?
Yeah, no, he's not fighting anymore. He's there's obviously a history there. That would be interesting.
And that is a fight that can happen. Because Oscar, even though he's long removed from it, when he did fight Floyd, he put up a really good fight. So people will still buy it.
And if he wants to fight Manny, it seems like Manny's still active. Floyd's at least been inactive. So on paper, you think it might be more competitive?
Yeah, but and don't get me wrong. I don't know, because his speech was so slurred when he was talking about and I want to fight anyone. And stuff like that, and like I'm not even talking about he's not fighting. He don't want to just fight anybody. He want to fight some real fighters, But I just hope that whatever choice he makes, I think the first choice is rehab before anything else, because it was quite obvious and blatant for everyone to see that. That he wasn't the Oscar that anybody's ever seen, especially because he's always been a guy that's been always careful and always, his image. He never wanted his image tainted. Of course it got tainted, but what I'm saying is that still, that was Oscar. Once something came out, it was big news because he had that kind of secret life. But I wish him the best. I don't know who he's gonna fight, but I do hope that if there is a problem with drugs, rehab, he needs to be in rehab. And I have nothing against Oscar. People think that I don't like him, but I have no problem with Oscar. I met Oscar. Oscar's a nice guy.
I need a headline for this video, though. Jeff, talk some trash and say you want to fight him. Say Oscar sucks, I'd kill him, or something like that. So I have a headline for the video.
I ain't gonna say that. But I will say that I don't necessarily know if he's saying that it was alcohol. It may have been alcohol, it may not. But whatever it is, before he starts talking about fighting somebody, I think that he does need to be thinking about rehab before he think about fighting.
Very last thing on the promotion, I saw one of the people on one of our videos made a good point. Said, we had this panel up here. They're glorifying drugs. Snoop up there. They're glorifying the alcohol. They're glorifying gambling. Do you think that's the right? And then you have an audience of a bunch of kids basically, and they're up there glorifying all these vices. Do you think that's the right move by Triller?
I don't necessarily think it's the right move, but I think it's strictly business. I don't think that they care. I don't think that they care because that's what the younger generation is about. It's about drugs. It's about gambling. It's about all that stuff that they're talking about. And of course, these guys, their platform is almost like it's a no limit platform. You can say anything you want to. They can curse. They can do anything they want to on there. And so basically, hopefully at some point, if this continues, that they balance out their platform where they do have kind of like real commentators speaking like real commentators, and maybe having some funful guys on there. But I think that at some point they are going to have to tone some of those things down.
If I were a betting man, what are the odds that you're going to be getting some weed later?
Getting some what?
Getting some weed later. What are the odds?
You lose.
All right, Jeff. Appreciate it.